Yeah, a lot of y'all think you know me, but what you don't know, you about to learn. Let's get this shit, man. Got times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my favorite rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's code I live by. Times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my family rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's a code I live by. Gotta get this bread so I can eat right. Sacrifice a lot and still watch my mom cry. Left my family to serve this country. I came back with a new plan in mind. Strap it first and stack it high. Let's one burn it, let it be bright. Visions keep me awake at night. Demons haunt me cause there is no light. I started this fight just to live right. Became a demon in the night. Gave up everything, that's called sacrifice. Took a gamble and rolled my dice. Like the boogeyman's gamble on life. 7 or 11s are always right. Stack your bread up, keep the famine tight. It'll always help you sleep at night. Let dreams flow through these bars. I don't wanna be a star. I just wanna send a message, man. Is it really that hard to live your life and not let it tear you apart? Listen to the voice deep in your heart. Keep to the hustle, it's just a start. It all ends right back at the start. Got times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my family rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's code I live by. Got times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my family rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's a code I live by. Got out my mama's house, that's how I started out. Ain't gonna lie, gotta give you where it started. Then took it to the streets, got out the gutter. Sacrifice time, sacrifice money, sacrifice lives, didn't see that coming. Did my time, so I was always running. All these drugs could keep me numb. Dealt with the trouble, so I got it out the mud. I see coppers still always run. Never gonna snitch, never gonna switch up. Try and catch me, I ain't never gonna slip up. There ain't no privilege, give this shit up. Just the upper class trying to control us, taking our money and taking our kids, but no one wants to speak up. They just want us to not exist, cause they enjoy the pain like any good narcissist. Creating problems, man, creating issues, cause they never walked a mile in our shoes. They're the ones with everything to lose. They never wanna face the truth, cause they don't give a fuck about you. And that's an absolute. I hope these bars will speak to you. Got times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my family rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's code I live by. Got times out here trying to be friends. Bitch, don't you know, are you brainless? I all got brothers in my circle to ride with me to the very end. Sacrifice every day, see my family rise. Undefeated mindset is what I live by. Can't stop me, gotta get my money. Can't stop this hustle, it's a code I live by.
Alright. It's just a chill-ass little daytime stream. Tonight we will be on Foxhole. Or so. I did owe y'all a, I do owe y'all a daytime stream because I said on Monday I was going to stream during the day yesterday, and I completely did that because I didn't wake up until like 1. Wasn't feeling too well. So, figured hop on the stream and just down. Like I did no gaming at all yesterday. None. Also, yesterday, wife and I celebrated 19 years of marriage. And, it was okay. kind of sucked that her stomach was bothering her, but can't control it. Yeah. And honestly, I think it's from the food that she ate at our son's football award ceremony and stuff, because it was playing Monday night, but Tuesday it was, yesterday was, no, shit. Yeah. Tower Dog, thank you for the like. Wiz SharePlay had alerts that could be displayed on stream, and appreciate it. Blaze and Valora, y'all need to be able to have the ability to have the alerts be displayed for a lot longer, because 2 seconds ain't long enough. I would argue around 5 to 7. That's a good bench point, because if you have a 10-second timer on stuff, it could come across as too much. Now, like mega events such as a huge, like a rate of 50 plus, or somebody tipping something, or a massive sub bomb, that's completely different. But a general follow or like, or a just like less than 10 subs. I would argue raids to be about that. And everybody's different. Everybody has their own preference. But I'm just coming at it from what I see. But yes, the alerts need to be able to be displayed on stream, because I'm streaming to Twitch, Blaze, Valora, YouTube, and SharePlay. 5 sites. I had to physically go and click the notification though. I am going to ask in the Discord either later today or sometime whenever I get the opportunity, when we can expect integrations with like Mix It Up or Stream Elements, or some shit like that, because we need the ability to have alerts displayed on stream. Now, if there's a way to display it on stream, I'd like to know. And also, this is on me. It's hard to keep up with like 90 plus Discords. I actually had to leave a few to make room to join Gray Zone Warfare's Discord the other day. Speaking of that game, update 0.4 has proven to be one of the best that I've ever seen with the game. And I'm that individual that even if I don't play a game frequently, but I played it in the past, I will read over the patch notes, and I will keep up with stuff. There's some that I still monitor because I have admin privileges in the event that somebody needs help fine tuning it. Oh, it's awesome. So if you haven't seen me play it, I'm probably gonna get pissed off at Foxhole tonight. So I will probably be jumping on them. There are Twitch drops going on for Gray Zone Warfare. Anybody who has the ability to have drops on the channel, that's fine. 1.0, they do plan to have it released to console. As far as console like a controller integration, I don't know if they have it at this current juncture. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to be able to test it. Like, get in contact with one of the devs, like, hey, if you don't have somebody to help implement keybinds with a controller, I'd love to facilitate that. Yeah, but like I said, at the current juncture, I'm unaware if they have controller support. It'd be pretty badass if they did, and nobody knows. But again, it is in build 0.4, so still very, very early access. Dare I say, still in alpha. Well, the Volstock looks promising as well. A couple of years ago, myself and a homie were able to actually do a preliminary tech test, and we gave them the feedback as to what we could be changed. And it was really good. It was really cool. Nutsville. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Also, take a look at what I had put in the Discord concerning War Dogs. That's another indie company that looks very good. 350,000. Well, I mean, I don't know if they're an indie company, but 350,000 wish lists. And they even said they're expecting player drop off. They were very open about their model. They're very open about, what the game is and is not. I don't see that too long. What's the button to highlight? Here we go. The one thing I can say is Foxhole's probably going to be losing players here soon. Because they need to start implementing changes in a fast pace. They need a community. They need somebody within the community. Somebody to be transparent with people. I'm not saying 24/7 on call, but somebody to give them the updates that's needed. And the game doesn't have that. And I've already thrown my hat in the ring for it. Sent them an email, and I've also sent them a DM on Twitter. Respond to it? Fuck no. And if they do, they're probably like, well, at this juncture, we are not looking for a community member. Which I'll screenshot their numbers. And their the screenshot of where the game's rating is on Steam. Like, well, I appreciate the response, but numbers and feedback don't lie. Like, for example, and let's go here. See my indie game. It took 3 months. This was Airborne update. There's only 21% of that total player base. So 79% drop off rate. It is a 79% drop off. But yeah. Go ahead. Tell me you don't need somebody to be the voice for the community. I mean, if you take 3,754 divided by 1,704, and then you'll get 0.210 or 212042476, etc. Move the decimal over 2. That is your current player base. 21.2% of 17 1,704 people. I'm pretty sure Marathon's not doing too hot either. Let's see. So we got 13,123 divided by 88,337. Yeah, 14.8% of the total player base at their all-time peak. And you take a look at Crimson Desert. That's rough shot about 50%. Like, give me another game. Keep in mind, this is just Steam numbers that I'm going off of. This is not all consoles, because PlayStation and Xbox don't release all numbers right off the rip. They tend to keep that data kind of private, which is understandable. It's also one of the bigger contributing factors with the third game, blah. Destiny is probably even in worse shape. Just and once I have about 100 hours or so on Grayzone, plus in my Discord, I will require help with making a video on what it is and is not. And honestly, I kind of want them to bring back the over-aggressive. Oh, I know they're not. But I am sick and fucking tired of these hardcore, like, players from Tarkov saying, oh, there needs to be inertia, there needs to be this, there needs to be this. We want it like, no. No. If you want that, go play Tarkov. I have Tarkov, and even I'm saying there does not need to be this. Could it be a little bit toned up on things? Oh God, yeah. Like, you know, I do agree to a point that you need to be able to become stronger to carry more. But on the same token, I don't like the fact that certain players can have an advantage over others because of, you know, they have better stamina or that they're, in essence, stronger. I don't like that. Because, let's say you're at max strength, right? They get one tap to the fucking face. Hey, all that strength didn't save your ass, did it? And, you know, don't disrespect Testily, but I disagree with him to an extent on how you shouldn't be able to bring PvP or PvE items to PvP. They should be separate. No, I disagree with that. I look at PvE to PvP play like this. You get your shit, you test your skills in PvE. You test your metal against PvP, like against players in PvP. That is at its core the essence of the game. Hmm. Where the game's at, it's in a very, very, very solid state, though. And considering it is in it's in a 0.4 state right now. Where it's at is it's in a better state than Tarkov was upon 1.0. And considering that I have friends now that have Gray Zone, it means I'll be putting more time into that and not as much time heavily into Voxel, which I've been waiting on something to come up that's close to Ghost Recon, if not better, and I think I found it. I am able to approach any situation the way I would in Wildlands and be extremely methodical without being pushed up by a clock, i.e., like in Tarkov. Like, I don't have to worry about, Terminator scavs or PMCs coming to, just rat any fucking exfil location. All LZs, like, i.e. the landing zones, yes, they're shared. It's meant to be that way. People don't pay no fucking attention. I do agree. You should have somebody to be able to pilot the helicopters. However, I don't, because what that means is you're going to have somebody dedicated to flying the chopper and then bringing it back to the hangar, thus taking them out of the teamwork equation. Oh well, I don't like the fact that LZs can be camped. Then fucking walk. Oh, that's still part of that. Okay. But not like some people, and these are all fucking partnered streamers and larger streamers that are bigger than me that are saying this, and I tell them I disagree, and I tell them the exact reason why I disagree. It's and some of their chatters are like, no, you're actually wrong in your aspects. Like, no, I'm not, because I understand what it's like to carry a very, very fucking heavy rucksack. I know what it's like to try to climb when you're carrying more than what you should. Trying to run with, you know, an 80-pound fucking, you know, vest. I know what it's like. The average civilian could never fathom that. And the weight of it is 54. So yeah, you're carrying like 119, 120 pounds of shit in your fucking backpack, and you want to be able to climb? Brother, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, if you want to be able to do that shit, go play Tarkov. Gray Zone is not the game for you. And it's easier than Tarkov, bro. Why are you bitching about a game that is so much easier? The reason why I say it's easier is, one, you have a map. Two, you're able to see things a lot better. Three, you have a waypoint marker. Four, you can coordinate with people. Thank you. You can coordinate with people in a faction-specific style chat. Say, hey, I'm pinned down at this location. Need help. And the nearest PMC or somebody like en route. Dude, Gray Zone Warfare is a lot easier than Tarkov, yet people want it to be harder. Like, go play fucking hardcore Tarkov. I remember when streamers used to be able to make content without ruining games. Why I don't play half the games that a lot of people have. I know over time, some big fucking ginormous partner is gonna be like, oh, well, I think I should get my input and the game's gonna change then. Great, dude, you just ruined my fucking favorite game. I'm sorry. This one, I refuse. Yeah, no, I got you. Kind of hard to run the retros. Well, I mean, depending on if it's, you know, like from the 80s and 90s that didn't have online play. Like the game I'm talking about right now is Gray Zone Warfare. And I need to ask if they're going to not listen to large streamers' feedback, but the collective of a community. Like, for example, we'll take Diablo. we'll take Diablo 4, for example. And it wasn't Rob. It was somebody else who said this. The Sorcerer Lightning Ball was too oppressive against ads. When that partner said that, the devs rolled out a nerf for the Lightning Ball and brought its damage down by 50%. And then after enough people who main Sorcerer, said no, revert it back, they gave it a 25% buff. So in essence, they nerfed it by 25% in total. That's the issue. That's just one issue that I have, dude. If they want a no bullshit approach, like a no bullshit notion, and somebody who's not a large, not a large streamer, somebody who has 50,000 followers and 100 plus subs monthly. 2, doesn't give a shit about people hurting, trying to hurt their feelings, because it's really hard to do so. And 3, will give you honest, concise, and direct feedback. Let them know I'm here. I didn't touch the game since 0.2. On version 0.2, when they just released it to where it was extremely early, like early access on Steam. Like, yeah, I had some growing pains and stuff like that, me getting used to it and stuff. Thank you there. And the AI was beyond over aggressive. I like the tune down of it, but personally, just me, I would like to see a little bit higher degree of difficulty, or maybe give making sure that didn't mute, or maybe give like a variable degree of difficulty, just a randomizer within the AI. Like, that's just something personally from me. I can't speak for the whole community. I'm just my own person. Refresh your stream key, maybe? I don't know. But no, like, oh, if you're talking about, who is it? There's on, GZW Rick. I sent this verbatim. I said, I cannot express how well done the new update has been. I haven't played Gray Zone Warfare since January of 2025, until about a few days ago. The updates that have rolled out are what I've been looking forward to, as well as looking for in a game that has every immersive element that I've been looking for since Ghost Recon Wildlands. Is it perfect? Not yet. You guys still have a very long ways to go until 1.0, but it's in a good spot. There are a few things that need tweaking, but that will happen over time. Continue the amazing work that you guys are doing. This has been a very worthwhile in getting back on the game. I'm not sitting here trying like, hey, best is me, but I'm just saying, hey, if you're looking for true, honest feedback, I can, like, hang on. Verbatim. Motherfucking baby. I don't mince words. Like, I am that person. I would rather be upfront and honest and not be paid for my opinion. Hold on. Uh, here, here, and here. I'm not joking, man. And I know he saw it because I think he bookmarked it. Yeah. No, I believe in, and you can tell him I said this as well. I am old school in the fact where I believe being upfront and honest with people right from the get go. Because if you're deceitful with your words, you can't trust people in the long run. In the long run, if you are true to what you stand for and true to your core, you have nothing to worry about. Me, I am big on integrity and respect. You will have my full out integrity. Like, for example, on if I was to do a lasso run on the Halo Master Chief Collection, I would have in parentheses Wiimote showing, hey, I'm actually using Wiimote to kind of cheese the system. Is it cheating? Kinda, not really, but at least you know I'm utilizing this right here. I'm utilizing this just so that I can complete stuff without losing my damn mind. Like from shit. Thank you. If you want to send him all the links, I'm like I said, I'm on 5 platforms at the same time. Marine Veteran is the easiest way to find me through and through. Marine Veteran 06 on YouTube. And if you and I was in fucking what was her username? I put it in there. Rickosaurus' stream last night or yesterday and having some pretty good conversations about the game. It's rare that I can, yeah, for now. It's rare that I can catch a dev, an actual developer, no matter if they're PR, if they're backend, if they're player support, if they're server support, if they're client side, whatever. It's rare that I, as a gamer, streamer, and viewer, can catch a developer playing their own fucking game. That's not a dev stream. Just them thoroughly enjoying the game. It's fucking rare, and I love that. And I even posted her links. Like I said, Gray Zone Warfare back in dev. Check them out. Be kind, or I will fight you. But I'm that individual where I've been this way since I was a kid. Be honest, be concise, be true to how you approach things. Don't try to deceive people. Don't try to, say anything. I'm using 32.0.4. Now here's the like I was in Bear Key stream before going live, and they were talking about streamer items. Would that be pretty cool? Yes, on one fucking condition. One condition with the streamer items in Grace. The streamer who has the items in the game must at least play and start the game 3 times per month, or their item will be removed, and they have to meet a certain criteria in order to be added back into the game. I can right now go to Tarkov, pull up every single streamer item, and check off how many people are still currently streaming the game and playing. I can 100% do that. Shroud has, I believe, 2 different style masks. He doesn't play the game. Summit 1G has a phone. He doesn't play the game. Dr. Disrespect was given his item in game. It is a red fucking pack-up. He doesn't touch the game. Lupo hasn't touched it in a while. I understand his reasoning for it. But he still comes back to it. Bear Key still plays it. Bear Key still plays it. Peanut, he's taking a break from Tarkov. He's even said that, you know, the stuff like, but I can sit there and go streamer item by streamer items and streamer by streamer and check off which ones have played Tarkov in the last 6 months. And who hasn't? That would be my only stipulation for streamer items. Yes, that is true. I guess the I guess the Amazon shit didn't want the didn't want the fucking uh call trace to go through. I thought that I could have swore there was a link that we could is there an area where we can send an invite to stream? Yeah, a original. Isn't there an area to where I can send people or like invite people to or send them a link to the stream share play? Ah, all right. Got it. appreciate you. Like I say, I don't. I'm in so many fucking servers. It's not even funny. It's hard to keep up with shit. I'm sorry. I know I suck. I suck as a partner. Oh, also original. If you want to like let Rick know, I can tell the difference between those who are civilians and those who are vets that actually understand proper movements in a game. I'll be able to let him know how I'm able to identify it. It's a very, very easy identifier. I mentioned it on stream before. It's beyond stupid how easy it's able to find people who are vets that understand immersiveness and slow and methodical movements versus those who just run and gun. Because the key to identifying people, and this is if I like when I go to PvP, I'm gonna be utilizing stealth like nobody's business. Wanting to get kitted up and get some decent guns and stuff like that, so that in the event that I get my ass kicked, I have stuff to fall back on and I can use. But it's easy to identify because you'll be able to see people who aren't used to taking their time, that are so used to the Tarkov play, where it's get in, get your shit, kill some things, and get out. Whereas people like me, who are so used to playing like Wildland style, we can take our time with shit. We can stalk. We can methodically move and use the weather to mask our footsteps. Use the weather to mask, the snapping of twigs. If you lurked while I'm playing Gray Zone, I am not sprinting all over the place. That's by design. I approach it in a very methodical and tactical, sense. Yep. I'll never forget whenever I found out that I was a partner. It's completely fun. Like, it's understandable. And honestly, if I can show how I play the game and whatever people from console or like people who are waiting for it to come to console to 1.0, and I hope they don't rush it. Take the time. Let it mature to where it needs to go to. If I can show how I approach stuff, maybe the console guys and, you know, those who never really got a chance to play it can give me a run for my money. Or hit me up in game. Be like, hey man, I need help with this. Yeah, what was funny is I found out that I was partner because I went to the SharePlay Discord and I'm like, wait, partner? And I streamed I was able to stream the SharePlay and I see a partner badge. I'm like, what the fuck? Cool. It's actually kind of funny. But no, it helped. Like it really helped because, you know, A1 alpha testers, so seeing how the platforms progressed from alpha to beta, pretty worthwhile. And I'm never gonna be that person like, oh, you don't have a partner bitch? I didn't want you to cheat. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm a SharePlay partner. Outstanding. If I could just carve out enough time in a day, and my wife's right on this. There's not enough hours in a day. Not enough hours in a day. If I can carve out more time, you know, carve out some time, I'll be able to actually go to other channels on SharePlay and network a little bit. Oh, and if y'all ever see anything wonky going on in the channel, I told Catatonic, feel free to use mine as a guinea pig testing grounds for anything y'all are wanting to implement. I said that back on Alpha. And I think they took that a little literal. Because there were some things that they were testing. That even though I'm not bound by an NDA, I want y'all to be surprised on. Oh. I'm aware. There's things that I still need to implement. That's one of them. Because I want to be able to set it as affordable as possible. Where, you know, like, yeah, earning money while streaming as a partner is nice and all. I want those who are subbed to be able to get the biggest bang for their buck. Ensure that it's fair across the board with myself, the platform, and the viewers. So trying to find that delicate balance is going to be tricky. Because, but you know, I know it's at a 50-50 split. I think it's like a 70-30, 80-20, or even 90-10, something like that. Let's say I set it for $3, right? You know, just a tier 1 3, tier 2 6, tier 3 9, etc. Don't get me started on Rumble. Don't even get me started on Rumble. I cannot stand how lackluster their support is. Plus, their Rumbot is next to your god-awful garbage. Like, I kept emailing Rumble support over and over and over, and I DM'd them on Twitter like, hey, I need help here. You guys are not responding to anything. Oh, well, you have the email. I was like, I have. And it's a literal pay-to-win system. You have to have Rumble Premium in order to be in the Rumble Creator Program. I'm sorry. Fuck no. if I'm going to be in the Rumble Creator Program, you need to have it. Like, if you're going to have a creator program, you need to have it for everybody. So, the only content you'll see on there is anything from podcasts. And I don't check my my comments on there. I will never give two shits about that platform. We thought Twitch was bad with the systemic racism. Brother, there are people that I will literally handle on fucking sight. Nico's one of them. Nick Fuentes is another. And I know I'm streaming to Twitch as well. Hassan Abi, if I ever catch you in person, it is on site, and I fucking mean that. Oh, I'm aware. I'm fucking aware. What are they gonna do? I'm gonna call the police and say you threatened me. I gotta knock on my door. Sir, did you say this? I'm like, absolutely. Oh, why'd you say this? Ask them what they said on this day. Yeah. Tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist. And you just happen to, you know, be... Hey, Rumble, your systemic racism showing. Oh yeah, no, it is not free speech at all. It's paid speech. So long as you abide by their rules and you have a premium subscription, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Sorry, but if you provoke me the wrong way, I'm suing the platform and yourself. Because, well, yes, freedom of speech exists. You are not freedom from consequence. And I'm almost certain that there's a specific clause in the Rumble Terms of Service. They haven't updated their terms since 2021. Arbitration. There is no arbitration clause, so they would not be able to get. They would not be able to hold themselves in any indemnification area. My man. All right, back. I got you, Chris. My man. Like, I know he bookmarked it, so. I am back. Yeah, I also sent Madfinger Games a DM as well. You saw that within the within like the DM list. So the single biggest factor with Gray Zone Warfare that you guys have accomplished is I know you were able to is how you were able to reinvent the game from extraction to expedition shooter has got to be one of the biggest points that's drawing in people's curiosity. There's still some fine tuning that needs to be done with some other updates over time, but where it's at, it is in a better state than the majority of the extraction looter shooters that are out there in the gaming market. Just a gamer, streamer, and veteran that wanted to give an honest and concise feedback to a damn good game. And I know they look at their DMs. It's just whenever they have their like their breaks and their lunches is whenever they're able to go through everything. I know Madfinger pays attention. And if I get this hypothetical, okay? If I get a fucking partnership or some type of deal with them, like I want the majority of it to go to you guys. I'm comfortable with where I'm at. Okay? If Madfinger or if any of the staff or developers or anybody within Gray Zone was like, hey, let's talk about it. I was like, I want the majority to go back to them. I'm a 100% disabled vet that gets enough compensation from the VA to cover the bills. My wife works. I'm all but YouTube are monetized. I'm a partner streamer on SharePlay. What more can I need? Like, what more should I want? I don't need much. Appreciate you. Like, what more would I want? Nothing. I just want to be able to stream and create content for people to come by and give my feedback and, my takes on games. Yeah, some of it could be hot and, can be confounded and, whatever, but it'll be honest. If I say something that you don't like, you can 100% go to the bank. You can take it to the bank knowing that I gave you a sheer 100% honest and humble opinion about anything. Like if I had a buddy of mine say, hey, can you give me an honest feedback myself? Like, I think you're a dumbass at times. It'd be honest. But he wouldn't like it. The whole reason why I knew Rikasaurus was the back-end dev is I looked at the name. I remembered seeing something with Rika. And I'm like, no fucking way. And first question I asked, like, you're one of the devs? Fucking awesome. And I'm not sitting there in her chat saying, oh, hey, by the way, the game needs this. I'm like, no, I'm talking to her. As people should. You don't demand shit. You give feedback. It's like most partners, oh, I demand the devs do this, or I'm not going to play their game, and I'm going to cause people to go fucking review about it. Rawr. And I'll be like, hey, either your game's going to succeed by listening to your community. Or it's going to fail because you didn't want to listen. Your community is saying this, and you're ignoring the fact that we are wanting these changes. I would advise. I'm saying, hey, I'm giving you some, legit, advice. I would advise look into these items that people are wanting to be changed for the betterment of the game, so that it can function properly. Something that Siege Camp kind of failed to do. The developers of Voxel. Not joking. If I ever got any of the developers from Voxel in my chat, I would like, yeah, I would 100% say, hey, do you mind holding on for a second? I want to gather at least 10 people from 10 different regiments that can tell you a thing or two. And then we're going to go to the front line, and I'm going to ask, one of the warden players, hey, don't shoot. Don't be fair. I want you to grab one person from each regiment. Meet me here. Tell them, put the weapons away. And one by one, I would say, what do you think the game needs to be changed? Like, how do you think the game needs to be changed? Also, before I go live tonight, that sub goal is getting reset, and I'm doing this every 20 subs. I will gift a copy of Grey Zone Warfare. And the first people to get it will be those that are not only on my friends list, but also have it on the wish list. However, there is one thing I need to check my way first. Now tonight I will be on Foxhole to start. We're gonna see how fast I can We're gonna see how fast I get pissed off on the front lines, or if people aren't gonna be totally fucking stupid, which is a tall task to order, a tall task to ask. And if people are stupid and I get pissed off, or the game does something stupid like it did whenever I legit, nope, I can't deal with this, I will be on Grey Zone. But I'm not joking. Where Grey Zone's at, it is in a much better state than when Tarkov hit 1.0. And Grey Zone's in 0.4. I'm not gonna sit there and oh, this game's a lot better than Tarkov. Both games have their own identities, but in certain aspects, has stuff that's better than Grey Zone. Grey Zone has stuff better than Tarkov. And it's only in certain aspects. Tarkov forces you to think, about what tasks you want to get done within a certain time limit. Grey Zone is like, hey, go on the expedition, complete what you can, come back to the combat outpost, and continue. Both have the, if you die, you lose your stealth aspect. Where Grey Zone, you can respawn at the nearest combat outpost and get to your body. I was able to do that playing solo on Monday. Said both have their own unique aspects of their genre. One is an extraction, the other one is an expedition shooter. Two vastly different areas, if you ask me. And War Dogs is going to be dipping their hat into a multi-genre style FPS. It's not an extraction, it's not an expedition, it's not a battle royale. It is a team-based point objective contract style. Yep. And Silica has a pretty decent player base as well. Like I posted their it's about a 8-ish minute video from Twitter/X in Discord in the general. Like it's a very interesting approach to multi different FPS genres. 3 teams, 100 people in total. Working in coordination, like it's pretty cool. The one thing I do want to be added to Gray Zone, and this is just personal preference, by the way. This is just something that I personally would like. A small area, like a very small area. Take one of the landing zones. Right. Let me pull this up. Gray Zone. Interactive map. No. Take that off, take that off. Actually, locations, landing zones. Off, 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 off. This would be perfect right here. And again, it's just personal preference. It's not something like, oh my god, they need to have this. Like, you take a small area like this. It's small, but it's really this time. Basically, from the mountains, cut this grid and cut this this off right here. But you have it as a private game server style area, so that people can understand different stuff, and you have different levels of AI difficulty ranging from easy to elite to insane. Maybe a couple of roaming bosses and shit like that. But again, this is just personal preference. Nothing more, nothing less. Just personal preference. Because you'll have an area for where you can actually get loot in this this little house here. You're able to see different things. Maybe there's a mortar setup here. You can actually see how it works. All that. Just personal preference. Nothing too crazy. Be pretty cool though. And have it with the very basic weapons and stuff like that. Nothing too advanced. And honestly, this is something I would want them to do. I want them to go back to the old AI difficulty. I want the AI to be able to see you and literally give chase and tap you to the face. Tired of the Schumers that think they know shit when they don't. A lot of them think, and I know what a lot of them think, man, this AI is gonna be That'd be pretty cool. So, original. I'm not sure if you're still in chat. All right. You know, I'm gonna add the fucking overlay to the channel today. I'm gonna put it on the. I'm gonna put it some. I don't want it to be too rich. Maybe end of the sub goal down. Put that there. Have the overlay for the chat right here, for Axel chat. But one of my mods, Finger Arrow, said I think it would be awesome to have a neutral zone, like cantina that players from different factions can just BS. That'd be pretty interesting, though. I haven't had a chat overlay on my channel in like a few years for personal reasons. One thing that I do hope that's coming in a future update are weapon malfunctions, because we have to, unless there's already weapon malfunctions to begin with, because we have to repair our stuff anyways in order for it to be functional. So. I think that'd be pretty awesome. And if I see later original. And if I see anybody mentioning, oh, we need vehicles, and it's like, motherfucker, you have a helicopter. But it's so loud. Consider not being a bitch at press up. AI. Good one by AI. There have been talks about people, like other streamers saying, I think it'd be cool to have players fly the helicopters. And I'm like, yeah, it would, but here's the thing. We'd have to have one person dedicated to fly, pick up the players, drop off what they need to be dropped off, and then just constantly go, and then bring it back to the fucking hangar. Back in the hangar, you can decide if you want to continue flying, or if you want to go out and about and get your task done. The way that I would implement it, like if you choose to be the pilot, you only get experience just in the piloting skills. Nothing else. Because they're all faction neutral. Every single LZ in that game is faction neutral. That's the whole reason why it's done by AI. Yeah, it would be pretty cool to do that though. I'm not even gonna lie. But then it would open up the dwarf or griefers on like people in the faction. So it's like, do you give the players, you know, that ability, or do you continue to have it asset neutral? Like, I think it would be cool to see players be able to operate the helicopters. But at the same time, I don't want to see players get griefed by like, oh hey, by the way, you can't get off, and you don't have a parachute. We're just gonna go crash in the water. And now there's no way that you can get your shit back. But it does not have insurance like Escape from Tarkov does. Jesus, bridge fucking massive. Hey, look, cocaine tree. Electric Cowboy featuring Baby Meta, Ratata. We introduced. So myself and some of the Foxhole players introduced Sweet Tea Paul to Electric Cowboy or Electric Cowboy. Is that the name? I think it's Electric. Yeah, Electric Cowboy. And he's like, "How do you explain them?" Like, you have to experience them. So he put on Ratatata. And he was like, "Okay, this is cool because at the at the very beginning it's like upbeat. Then like, what the fuck is this?" Oh man. I try to get him to listen to Bloodywood, especially with that cough. Like, nah, I'm not going through another one of your recommendations. I'm like, too much of a bitch. Come on, bro. But like, I'm pretty sure the parents in the pickup line are thinking like, this dude is not right in the head. Because I'm sitting there listening to this, and the next thing you know, here comes like a fucking EDM song, just sitting there vibing to it. Next thing you know, rap, and then metal, then just a bunch of random ass shit. They're like, what the hell is he listening to? I use all your pointers at Dunbar to see. We had somebody who had a problem with listening to anybody that wasn't a staff NCO. We had a guy who had an issue listening to anybody who wasn't higher than a staff sergeant. Basically, all sergeants are below, and they put my ass in charge. So, anytime he needed to go to the restroom or anything, I told him, "You ain't doing shit until you ask. You ain't going to jail until you ask." What I had him do was sing fucking the Beauty and the Beast song. Tell us all the time. And if it wasn't sincere enough, he had to do it all over again. It was like, "Corporal, how many times do I have to do this?" Like, until you get through your thick fucking head that it's a tale as old as time that you're going to listen to anybody who outranks you, dumbass. The look on his face like, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and I told him, "Go ahead." Because then you'll be saying, "Let's get down to business." No, no. Like, yep. And you're going to learn Mandarin and sing the fucking Chinese version done by Jackie Chan. Fuck that! I'll listen. Knows how hard it is to sing that and learn it. I got creative with punishments. It was never I never hazed my guys. I didn't need to because I spoke loud enough to where you could hear me. I didn't yell unless it needed to be. And for the most part, people understood that fact. Now, whenever I rose my voice and I started yelling, everybody's like, who pissed off, or, who pissed him off? But there were times even my first one was like, sure, you're capable of winning. I was like, yes, I am. What if they don't listen? They will. We had one kid, Jones. No, Jones! Yes, sir. Come on. Take her out. And in front of our company first sergeant. Say, those 3 tests I had you in beers and cellars. Did y'all get that done? Almost. We got one more done. We got one more to take care of. And then we'll be done with that. Do you need anything else? I do, but I need those tests done first. Roger, we'll get done. All right, cool. Continue. Like, all right. And my first one was like, no, I'm not jumping. Just after fucking moving on. Definitely speeding me up on the fucking notes of the meeting. But my first one was like, you didn't have to yell at them, like, because I don't need to. Giving them a task to do. I'm not sitting there holding their hand doing it. And I'm not a college professor or their father or anything like that. They're grown ass adults and they're Marines. They earned the title. Last person that should be yelling at them is somebody who's in immediate care of them, just trying to tell them to do the job. Listen to fucking. Oh, now you send me a message. No. Oh, I got a fucking board meeting in 30 minutes, and I can't say that they didn't let me know. So no, I'm gonna let them know. Y'all need to send a meeting notice or something. A couple days out. Now I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed off now. I'll be bouncing out about 10 to 15 minutes, so. And I swear to God, if it's short enough to where it could have been done with a fucking email, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh no. It like don't get me wrong. I'm the vice president of my HOA. The president and secretary asked if I would mind volunteering the VP position, and the residents have liked my no nonsense approach with the businesses trying to take advantage of the community. Like there's a bill that we keep getting, and I keep denying because I require proof of the reason why we should pay it, and the entity is not wanting to. They're trying to bill the association over $5,000 for sprinklers that they refuse to give us access to the box for the control box in the event that they're running 24 hours, and I'm like, no. On top of that, I'm wanting them to adjust the amount that they're billing for normal runtime, not a 24/7 runtime. They're not wanting to do that. So it's like, all right, cool. You don't want to do that? You ain't getting paid. Simple. And if you want to bring it to collections, we'll go to court. And I will tell them exactly what I tell you and everybody else. Until you can prove the reason why we should pay that amount, But in you know, why we should not have access to the panel to prevent, you know, being billed this much. I'm going to continue to deny it. The previous management company really didn't like it whenever I started calling in a reason for an increase of the assessment fees, and like there have been zero improvements within the association, such as no new playgrounds, no refurbishments of sidewalks, no refurbishment of the houses, um, no updates on the playground with mulch and shit. So why should residents have to pay an increase on their assessment fee? Oh well, the cost of no, you cannot use the cost of living there. Cost of living has no merit on operation. It does not. And then one of them was like, well, and one of the fucking corporate members like, well, how the fuck do you know it has no merit? And I told him straightforward, I used to be a former quartermaster. Think we're going to increase membership fees and how much the fees are because of quote unquote cost of living? You're out your mind. The assessment fee is what's supposed to be paid by the members, the homeowners, for being part of the association, and y'all are trying to pass it without a vote from the association, which would constitute a breach in your contract. Not just the association, but the board as well. And last I checked, within this section, and this section, residents can opt out of either voting or opt in to vote. And if you want, I'll petition to have the HOA dissolved. Man, they did not like that, but the residents seen that I was firm in my standing, and I think that's the reason why I've been in my position for like the last 2+ years. Like our current management group, they wanted to increase the assessment fees to like $380 or so, and I'm like, no. It has been increase after increase after increase for 5 years. No. And I'm not going to push back on it either. You will not see me agree to an increase of assessment fees without a reason to. To get the lighting and the fencing, that's understandable because the lighting have to offset the cost of the electrical. That's a warranted increase, but just because of cost of living, the operation has only been increased by $1,000, which will indeed be offset by the selling of the 2 dwellings we have in our possession, to include the amount of members we have paying at $373. It offsets it. And the association still has a profitable budget to do what we need. So no. Do I have a background in finance? No. But I'm a numbers guy. We have 2 + 2 × 5 and divide by, 10. Versus 2 + 3 × 5 divided by 10. People who are trying to save are going to go with option A versus B. Which would you rather have? Option A, where it's a cheaper rate, you get all the same amenities, or option B, where it's amenities for a higher rate. Yeah, it's just gonna be option A every single fucking time. The issue with the management group of the association, you weren't expecting somebody who is a no-nonsense individual like myself See if I can't get. Yeah, I'm gonna need a fucking ladder maybe. Nope, I can hit it from here. Ah. Alright, watch this go ding. Yeah, jeez. Or alright, I have to save this here. And I will be live later tonight after I am done with a Zoom meeting or whatever fucking meeting. It's gonna be a college course. Sorry about this. I did not know that we had a fucking board meeting today because nobody keeps me updated on shit. And then they wonder why I don't agree with half the damn things that they do. So they get me updated and not agree. But they don't. So I don't. I will catch y'all later. Skeleton.